That's right, I'm back. I'm Famox from GameOnYourFace. This is my first player review for NHL 15. I want to start off by saying thank you to all the longtime supporters for your patience, and I want to say welcome to all the newcomers to my player review series. Those of you that are familiar with my review might notice some changes, the biggest of which was the most requested change, which was changing the Canadian letter grades to American letter grades, along with some other changes to the look and feel of the videos themselves. But enough of this, let's get on to the review. It's the first of the year, so we're starting off small. It's Spezza versus H.Sedin.
This video was brought to you by Hot Puck Traders for all your hot puck needs.
The rules. I will play both players for 7 games on 99 chemistry lines. They will not be assigned any boosts or captaincy cards. The overall grade will be based on 5 stats: puck skills, skating, shooting, physical, and defensive. His current average price is $9K, putting him in the same price range as Mikko Koivu. For such a low cost, Spezza brings a lot to the table. He's a sturdy centerman that can power through your opponent's defenses, and once he's in the zone, he can utilize his great passing ability to create plays and set up goals. However, his skating is below average. Sometimes he'll be caught by a defending player even when he starts to step ahead. He also has a mediocre shot. It has power behind it, but doesn't have the accuracy to follow. That being said, he is a very disciplined player. In the 7 games he played, he didn't make a single trip to the penalty box. Puck skills, 7. Spezza was great at connecting with teammates tape to tape. He also had no problem setting up one-timers or hitting the long stretch pass. He's also a fairly good deker. His movement isn't the fastest, but I had no problem performing all the loose puck deke moves in the game. Skating, 6.5. When fresh on the ice, Spezza can put out short bursts of high-end speed. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the endurance to carry it through an entire shift. He'd be hard-pressed trying to split the D using his speed alone. However, he does have great balance, so take advantage of that by using the protected puck to gain the zone. Shooting, he gets a 6. As I said before, Spezza's shot is mediocre. I'd say it's 50-50. Some games he'll snipe with ease, the next game he'll be shooting blanks. But even when he's not hitting the back of the net, Spezza's shot is still powerful. So when I know he's having an off game, I'll aim low and go for the rebounds. Physical, he gets an 8. This is Spezza's best attribute. He's not the strongest guy I've used, but he's definitely above average. In some situations, his strength can make up for his lack of speed. Sometimes when he can't beat an opposing defenseman, he can just power through him and get to the front of the net. He also has no problem crunching your opponent along the boards or at open ice. Defensive, Spezza gets a 7.5. His face-off skills are decent. I'd say he wins around 65 to 70% of his draws. I wouldn't consider that first line worthy, but good enough for the second. He's also got a great poke check. It would connect with the puck on most occasions, and when it did miss, it never led to a trip, because as I said, he didn't get a single penalty in the 7 games. Total points. Now I wouldn't take this new statistic too seriously. Consider it more of a fun fact that I decided to throw into the reviews. Obviously there are many factors that go into a player's total points, but for Spezza, he got 2 goals and 5 assists for a total of 7 points, making him a point per game player. His total overall grade is 7 out of 10, or 70%. That's a C-. I consider Spezza to be a solid second, maybe third line center. For the price that he's going at, that's a pretty good value. He's strong, he's solid defensively, and he has a fantastic playmaking ability. On the downside, he's a below average skater, and he's a coin toss of a shot that can be good one night and bad the other. But of course, the review's not over yet. We still need to take a look at his opponent, H.Sedin. With his current average price at 8K, he's in the same price range as Nathan MacKinnon. Right off the bat, I could feel Sedin's lack of speed. He's close to Spezza, but he didn't have any acceleration whatsoever. He's also not as strong. He got bumped off the puck a few more times than I'd like, and he wasn't as effective while using protect the puck. However, he does have a better shot. In his 7 games, he got more goals than Spezza, and they were all pretty sweet snipes. Puck skills, he gets a 7. Sedin and Spezza played pretty much the same when it came to the puck skills category. They are on the same level when it comes to deking and passing. However, sometimes Sedin's stick movement felt slower, but it was still precise and easy to control. Skating, 5. In a game where skating differences are very slim, Sedin managed to stand out, but not in a good way. His lack of acceleration had him skating at the same slow pace from beginning to the end of his shift, and his poor agility also affected his playmaking ability. Even though he's a good passer, he struggled to create lanes because of his sluggish turning. Shooting, 6.5. I found Henrik's shot to be more dangerous than Spezza's. Even though it wasn't as powerful, I felt like he could get it off faster and had a better knack for finding the back of the net. I wouldn't call him a sniper, but he's reliable enough to get the job done when given the opportunity. Physical. He gets a 7. Sedin was pretty strong, but not as strong as he was in previous games. There were times when he lost the puck by a slight bump from the opposing player. This was especially noticeable when deking. Also, his protected puck didn't carry as much force as Spezza when driving to the net. Defensive. He gets another 7. Through Sedin's 7-game trial period, he went 27 for 42 in the draw, which is 64%. It was slightly lower than Spezza, but not by much. However, his biggest offensive downfall was his stick checking and discipline. He ended up getting 3 penalties on my team, 2 of which were for tripping, and the other was computer-controlled charging. Total points. In 7 games, he got 3 goals and 3 assists for a total of 6 points. His overall grade is 6.5 out of 10, or 65%. That's a D. Sedin and Spezza are very similar players. They're both pretty strong, they're both great playmakers, and their names both start with an S. However, for this review, there can only be one winner, and I gotta give that to Jason Spezza. I feel like he's the more complete, well-rounded player. He can play D, he can set up plays, and he's not afraid of getting dirty. He'll make for a great third-line center for those of you that already have an established team, or also a first-line low-budget center for those that aren't so puck-rich. So there you have it, Spezza takes the cake. Don't go yet, because since it's the first review of the year, I'm going to make this a giveaway review. So Sedin lost, so he's going to get the boot. So if you want to win Henrik Sedin, just go in the comments and leave a funny comment, a joke, whatever you want it to be. The funniest comment will win. And it doesn't matter if you're PS4 or Xbox One. If it's Xbox One, it'll be my Sedin. If it's PS4, it'll be a YouTuber named Extracted. His channel is in the description. Go check him out. He's a great guy, and he's going to be providing the other half of the giveaway. So yeah, just leave a funny comment and your console and your gamer tag. And also, like we usually do with these things, leave a suggestion if you want to see your suggestion in future reviews for who you want to see matched up, or just a single player review, whatever it may be. But for now, this is it. Thank you guys. I'm Famox from GameOnYourFace, and I'll see you in the next one.